He dreamed that a wolf come into the camp and it had a white cloth on its head and a lot of spots of blood on it. And he told his people, says, Black Kettle will stay with his people, but the enemy will come and many squaw and papoose will be killed. But Black Kettle will stay with his people. And he sent his squaw out and his children and see his nephews, and part of his children identified his bones and his body by the ornaments that they found with it and part of his teeth whenever he was dug up, or washed up rather, by the river.
When his bones were washed up in the flood. When was this that they found the bones?
1934, the 4th day of April was when the flood came.
Did you think he prophesied the flood?
Well, he just meant that something terrible would happen, and he knew the white people was doing him wrong, you see, was going to do him wrong, and he said the Great Spirit had warned him of this. And then, of course, the Indians warned us the flood was coming, and they moved out of the camp. They camped between Hamlin and Cheyenne.
And they warned the white people that the flood was coming?
And we wouldn't move out. We didn't pay them any attention. And the wealthiest land and cattlemen you see there is, they have their big ranches up and down this Washita River on Cheyenne, or by Cheyenne. And it was them that suffered the most because the river overflowed, and it was terrible. The amount of cattle that was killed there and was drowned. And not only cattle, there was a lot of the people was washed away and killed. One of my neighbors, Mr. Adams, lost his wife and 5 daughters in the flood. It washed their home away. And it just seemed to me like that if we had paid attention to those Indians, why, it might have helped us out a little. They was close to kin after all to us.
How long did it take you to get to California?
Oh my, that would be terrible. We had breakdowns and everything else. And we were so tired, I don't know, but we came out and we got broke in Arizona, and we worked there a while, and we just gradually worked our way through. We finally got here, and we dared to do this work here, and so far, well, we've had quite a bit of work. Anyhow, we have much more help than we ever had in Oklahoma.
Not like farming back then, though, is it?
No, I guess the heart's sick and homesick for a little home of my own. I don't know what to do. But anyhow, I'm going to make the best of it.
Yeah.
But what was the other little poem you had, Mrs. Robinson? Didn't you have another little one about the...
Oh,
No,
it's over there, I believe, isn't it?
isn't it? I thought I gave you...
That little short one?
Yes.
That kind of talking. Oh, here it is.
Oh,
Yeah.
Would you read that?
Why we go to California. Here comes the dust storm. Watch the sky turn blue. You'd better get out or it'll smother you. Here is the grasshopper. He comes a-jumping high. He jumps across the states and never bats an eye. Here comes the river. It surely knows the stuff. It takes home and cattle and leaves the people feeling tough. California, California, here I come too. With a coffee pot and skillet, I'm coming to you. Nothing's left in Oklahoma for us to eat or do. There's apples, nuts, and oranges, and Santa Claus is real. Come on to California, eat and eat till you're filled.
When did you write that one?
I wrote it here some time back. I wrote things this way ever since I was about 8 years old. I have a number of just little things. I've always wished I could have went on to school because I believe I could have done something if I'd have had an education. Anyhow, my mind always runs silly and I write those things.
I think